What's going on, everybody? It's your boy V Dub. I haven't done a video in a while, but this video I just wanted to make today because I got really upset this morning. So I'm playing Need For Speed Payback, the new game that came out, and everybody's like, "Oh, the reviews of the game are horrible. Reviews of the game are horrible." Like, all right, so I'll start playing it. And I realized that the game is actually really good. Like, the beginning's a little sucky, but the game's actually really good. And I'm going to do my review of it. So I decided to look at IGN's review, right? They were, they've been around for a while. And they just trashed the game. Trash it. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, wait a minute, why are they trashing this game? I was like, there's mad good stuff in it. So I wrote a little thing on their, this is all on YouTube, so I wrote a little thing on their comment section, and I was like, you know, you guys are the reason why I don't watch reviews. And I don't think anybody should watch reviews, because when you watch a review, you're actually getting the person's opinion of it. So if they don't like, you know, like, for instance, if they're a Forza fan, or they like simulation driving, and they play Need For Speed, and they're like, oh, I don't like this, they're going to give you a bad review. You know, so same thing goes with movies. That's why Ghost in the Shell, a lot of people they said that they didn't go see it because of the reviews. Ghost in the Shell is actually really good. Really good. It's probably one of the only anime to live action movies that exactly copies what they're, you know, doing a movie of. So I'm playing Need For Speed, and there's crazy amounts of good stuff in this game that the person doing the review does not talk about. Matter of fact, when I look down the list on YouTube, no one's talking about all the good stuff they have. They only talk about, oh, the huge mistake. Oh, they did this wrong. They did that wrong. It ain't like this. Like, come on, man. It's a game. First of all, it's a game. Second of all, you probably got the game for free if you're doing this review. Third of all the stuff they upgraded, they didn't talk about. They didn't talk about how now you can have infinite amount of cars. They didn't talk about the fact that this game connects all the other games. And I'm like, what do you mean connects all the other games? All right, so Need For Speed Underground 1 and 2 are connected. Everyone knows that. Because you fly from one town to the other. The next game was Most Wanted. When you play Most Wanted, one of the guys that you race says, oh, well, he said something along the lines like, I see what you did in the underground, but let's see what you do in the daylight. That connects the games right there, right? Most Wanted is connected to Carbon because you leave Rockport, which is the city, remember that, from Most Wanted to go to, I forget the name of the city, in Carbon. Go to Carbon and do a whole bunch of races there. And then you have Pro Street, which is kind of like, it's a competition showcase. You race in, you go up with the ladder, blah blah blah. It's a really good game, Pro Street. So after that, you know, they had the Run, Undercover. Those games are separate. But Underground 1, 2, Most Wanted, Carbon, Pro Street. Remember those games. In Need For Speed Payback, you do a mission where your driver is listening to some audio tapes while they're driving. And one of the people on the audio tapes say, man, I'm not taking this anymore. I'm going back to Rockport. Rockport is the map of Most Wanted. Right? So that's connected. Now I already told you the timeline, how they're all connected. Later in the game, you do a race, you do a drift racing, and one of the guys say, hey, you're the king of blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to tell you everything, but you're the king of blah, 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 blah. He said, but you've been beaten before. Who's the guy that beat you? His name is Ryan something, right? Ryan, aka Ryan Cooper, was the guy you play as in Pro Street. Okay? These ain't theories, this is facts. And people ain't talking about how they just connected it. Alright? Other things in the game that are cool, there's so much customization. Now, the last game, you weren't able to do as much customization as you're able to do in this game. I don't know why. The only thing that's missing from Payback right now is the roof scoops. That's it. That's the only thing I can see that you can't customize. And depending on the class that you're using, because now there's different car classes, and I don't mean like exotic, tuner, muscle, dirt, none of that. No, there's drift, drag, off-road, speed, which is the regular racing, and then you have runner, which is your car running from the cops. So you play as three different characters that you can switch from. Each one has their own. They're good in each thing. You have a female character, she's good at runner. That's mostly what you do with her. And then you have the white male. I forgot his name. Tyler. His name is Tyler. And he is speed and drag. And then you have Mac, the black guy. He is good at off-road and drift. And you go through the game. Each chapter you go through, you have a set group of people you have to face. And then you race against their clowns, and then you go to fight the boss. Just like Most Wanted. You did the exact same thing in Most Wanted. I don't know why people ain't talking about all this stuff that you can do in the game. No one's talking about it. I looked at this review, and I scroll down other people's reviews, and it's always like, oh, horrible this, bad this, don't buy this game. But and they give it like a 5 rating. This game is easy 8. Easy 8. There's a lot of action in it. The racing's good. The drifting is amazing. I came with you guys to show you my videos, because I recorded a lot of videos. I'm going to chain them all together to show you. They also, and yes, the game did copy from other games. Well, I won't say copy. It's more like now a staple now. Now I was thinking about it, because I was talking to my boys about it, and I was like, you know what? The more I thought about it, it's more a staple. So the crew, yes, they have different classifications of cars. You got your off-road, dirt, speed, performance car, blah, 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 blah. Yes, they do have all that. But also, Forza has that. Forza Horizon 3 has that, but don't say that they copy off the crew in that. And in this game, you actually use a crew. In the crew, you don't use a crew, even though it's called the crew. You have a crew, but you don't really use them you just play as the main guy. You don't play as all the other racers. In Need for Speed, you play as your other 3 people. You play as 3 different people. And then when you do the storyline mission, or the main plot mission, you switch between the characters as you're racing. So you'll be racing as Tyler, and then you switch to the chick. I can't remember her name. And then you switch as the chick. And then it's not raining, but it's like messing up. And then it'll switch back and forth. And they added a whole bunch of new stuff. Yes, that's the same thing as the crew, where you'll drive along the map, and then it'll just say drift zone. And then you do the drift zone to get skill points, and you're able to unlock different customizations. So like if you want different lights on your car, which they brought that back, which no one's talking about, you could I forgot what race it was, but you do like speed traps. You gotta get 3 2-star ratings speed traps. Or if you want rims, you gotta do 3 drift racings, So overall, it's a good game. I give it an 8.5. And do I like Need for Speed? Yes, I always want them to see, because they're a good racing game. They just make bad decisions. Like they give up on their games because people be bashing it. But if they do this game, like continue with this game, bring out DLC, because I know everybody, you already seen my videos about DLC. Like I don't understand why they can't make it a full game. Put in. So far, this looks like a full game. Like if they brought out DLC and I wasn't feeling it, I will have a full game. Because right now, a lot of times I don't even do the mission. I just race. Like, I just, just race. So, like, it's a good game. And I think people should try out games first before looking at reviews. Because reviews, like, for instance, here's another example. The Justice League came out, right? I haven't seen Justice League. The reason why I didn't go see Justice League is because Punisher came out on the same day. And Punisher's hot. But a lot of people say, oh, it's a good movie. It's a good movie. But when you look at reviews, the reviews say, oh, this is a horrible movie, horrible movie. So who's right and who's wrong? Like, one has to be right, one has to be wrong. So it can't be people who I've talked to who went to go see it, like my coworkers and friends who went to go see it and say, oh, that movie was actually really good. But then you look at reviews and Rotten Tomatoes, oh, this movie's horrible. So, like, are they just not watching the same movie? What is it? And I think that's the case. A lot of people have their own things that they like the most. So they're not gonna like something. Like, if you are a Marvel fan, I'm a Marvel fan, but I'm also a DC fan. I just don't like. I'll try watching their shows on TV. I just don't like it, and I'll tell you why I don't like it. But if you like the show, then you like the show. Like, my brother loves Arrow and Flash and Supergirl. I actually watched probably almost one whole season of Supergirl, and it was okay. But it was once they brought out some character, and I was just like, nah, I'm not feeling that. It was Bizarro, but it's Supergirl version of Bizarro, and I was just like, nah, I'm not feeling that. And that was the last episode I watched. And then and then Arrow, try to watch. I think I was up to 3 episodes of Arrow, and I couldn't get into it. I tried, like, I just could not get into it. And I tried to watch Flash. I got through half of the first episode, and I just wasn't feeling it. It didn't grip me like it's supposed to. And that's not to say, oh, you just don't like DC. It's not true. I cannot get into Inhumans, which is a Marvel show. I can't get into. I tried twice, and I just can't get into it. Now, Gifted, I can get into. I like Gifted. I thought Gifted is a great show. Gifted is it takes place before Logan and after Days of Future Past. So it's a really good show. It's about survival. These they call the mutant underground, and this guy who was like a mutant prosecutor. His kids are mutants, and he's trying to, get them to safety and out of the country. So that's basically what the show's about, and it's really good. It's a decent show. Has that guy who played Bill from True Blood. I can't remember that dude's name, but you know what I'm talking about. Sucky. So, yeah, that's it. That was my video about reviews, man. I just can't do it, man. That's why I don't watch them. I don't watch them at all, because they will, like, another example, Valerian. Now, Valerian got really bad reviews. Valerian is that movie that came out over the summer. Valerian and the Planet of a Thousand Cities. I watched the movie, right? When it came out on DVD. I watched it. It was a good movie. Great special effects. Decent storyline. The only thing I couldn't get into was the 2 main characters. The dude and the chick. I just couldn't get. I don't know if it was because the dude looked like he was on drugs and the chick looked like she just started 10th grade. I don't know what it was, but I just could not. They weren't believable. Like, it just. And then they try to have this on-screen romance in a sci-fi action movie, which is not uncommon, but I just couldn't believe them. Like, I just couldn't believe. They weren't believable at all. Weren't believable. The action scenes were good. I liked the story. Had a really good story. I just could not believe in the 2 main characters. And that happens. You watch a movie, it's like, I'm not really believing this character. Same thing with Harry Potter. I don't believe in Harry Potter. I don't. That dude, Daniel Radcliffe, I just can't. Like, I don't know what it is about him playing Harry Potter. I just could not. I wasn't feeling it. I was not feeling it at all. But I am looking forward to that Voldemort movie, though. I am. Voldemort. All right, that's coming out soon. I am looking forward to that. But Now, I watched all the Harry Potters in succession, all of them, even Fantastic Beasts. I watched that first, then went back and watched all the Harry Potters, one right after the other. I liked them all. I just didn't like Daniel Radcliffe playing. Not to say I don't like Daniel Radcliffe, that's what I'm saying. I just didn't like, I don't know, something about his face. I don't know what it was, but him playing there, I just couldn't. Harry Potter just couldn't. But I digress. Thank you guys for watching. If you're new to this channel, I'll be ranting and raving on my way into work. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think about reviews. Because, like, everyone watches them. A lot of people watch them. Most people watch them. And then they, from that person's review, they make a decision whether or not they're going to buy this person's product, you know, or buy into it. So, like, if you do a bad review, if you just only spewing what you don't like, yeah, no one's going to buy the thing. But if you spew, all right, this is what I don't like, and this is what it has to offer, this is what's in it, this is what's new, this is what's different, now here's what I don't like about it. Yeah, but reviews don't only go, oh, I don't like this game or this movie because of this or because of that. You know, that's not cool. But till next time, guys, thank you. Always remember, keep betting on the Wolves, and I'll talk to you guys later.